Going to try something different on the broadcast this year because we don't see the Quebec teams a lot. We're going to try to preview those teams before they come in. The next Quebec-based club to come in will be the Shawinigan Cataractes, and we've reached Jean Deschesnes, who works for 92.9 Radio in Shawinigan. A star-studded team in Shawinigan. Jean, this year, is it fair to say this is a championship or bust year for the Cataractes?
Yes, that's the end of the 4-year plan of the team. They're rebuilding for the first 2 years. Third year was not so bad. The team is very mature with a lot of experience on the first two lines. They will have Maverick Book. We hope he's going to be back from the Dallas Stars, and Xavier Bourgault also on the second line. During the preseason, they decide to separate these two players to have more balance in the first two lines, and we really like the third line with Jérémy Martin, Alexis Bonnefond, and Owen Say. They claimed that player from the Sting de Sarnia of the OHL. He's already have 2 goals. It's not going to be easy to play against these 3 for the other teams, and they have a fourth line with young players, but they have 8 rookies for the team. That means maybe the GM, Martin Mondeau, would have to improve the team during the holidays, but he said in the paper here he will wait the situation of the standing during the holidays if he have to improve the team or not. But they have to be more consistent. That's the big problem of this team. Some night they are good, some night they are not so good. That's the big challenge of new head coach. He's back with the team, Daniel Renaud.
Only the 2 games as we talk, both against Victoriaville, a pair of shootout losses. What were your takeaways from opening weekend? Obviously, one of them would be the strong play of Owen Say coming over from the OHL.
It's a big asset for the team. He plays physical also. But on defense, they have veteran Zachary Mascotte and Marc-Antoine Pepin. But after, it's very young. They have Lou Félix Denis from Rouen. He's 18, but the rest is very young. Angus Booth has really improved, but he's only 17. Take a look of Jordan Torigny, first-round selection. He's only 16, but he played like a 19, 20 years old. Has a great future with the Cataractes, like his brother who played for the Armada.
They expect really to take a run at the title, and I think they were hoping for a long playoff run to lead into that last year, but they end up getting upset by Rimouski in the playoffs. What do you think went wrong last year in the postseason?
I think the team spirit was not that good when the playoffs began, but we have to give credit to Rimouski. They play very well. Their goalers were very good, but there was no reason to lose against Rimouski last year. I think they learned how to play in the playoff. It's very different than the regular season, and I think this year they will be ready when the playoffs start. I'm sure about it.
Fans are going to get to hear from Xavier Bourgault on Wednesday night when the Eagles play the Cataractes. We all know about Maverick Bourque, but perhaps Olivier Nadeau doesn't get as much acknowledgement because he's playing in the shadow of those players. Draft pick of the Buffalo Sabres. What makes Olivier Nadeau a special player in the queue?
He's one of the most physical player of the team. He go in the slot. He recovered rebounds to score. He was the best scorer of the Shawinigan Cataractes last year. He's 18. He's going to be a big asset for the team this year. Physical part is a very important player for the team.
Last year, the team ultimately comes up short in the playoffs under Ron Schulz, and they go back to a familiar name, Daniel Renaud. You mentioned he used to coach Cataractes. He was at the head of a Val-d'Or team that was very strong last year, but came up short in the final.
It was a big surprise for the fans to see him back. I think it was a good move to bring him back, because he knew the team very well, and the team lost big players after the season. They will be back again in the rebuilding process. The big challenge for Daniel Renaud for this team is to play 60 minutes on each night, which was not the case last year.
As we talk, Maverick Bourque still at Dallas camp. It looks like he's on the verge of being sent down. What were the Cataractes' expectations this year? Did they think there was a chance he could really push for a spot in Dallas, or are they pretty much banking on him being back?
He's supposed to be back in Shawinigan, but he's played very well in Dallas. He has 3 points in his first 3 games. He has a great future with Dallas. It will be the first time in Shawinigan Cataractes history they have 2 first-round selections on his team with Bourgault and Bourque. We count on him to be the captain of the team to have a good season this year.
Who are some guys that might surprise people on the Shawinigan team that fans maybe might not know about that are going to be key players this year?
On defense, but of course, Marc-Antoine Pepin is his 4th season with the team. His play will be much better this year. Angus Booth is one of the best defense of the Shawinigan Cataractes. And like I said before, take a look of Jordan Torigny. He's only 16. The guys have not played a game last year because of the virus. He was very good during the preseason. They decided to keep him. I think he's going to be as good as his brother who played for the Armada.
John, we are very excited to see a team from Quebec and come to the Maritimes because it's been 2 years and the Cataractes get the honor of being the first one. I'm sure you feel the same about Maritime teams.
Yes. We can't wait to see the Eagles in Shawinigan. It's good to see a new season. And starting on Saturday, the Cats will be able to have any more fans they want. No limit.
Thanks for this, Jean. Have fun watching the Cataractes this season.
Okay, thank you. My pleasure.
That's Jean Deschesnes. He covers the Shawinigan Cataractes for 92.9 in Shawinigan. Cataractes are going to be in Sydney on Wednesday night. Come on out and see that game. There's going to be some star power on display. You're listening to the intermission of Uniglass Plus Cape Breton Eagles Hockey on 1270 CJCB.